Sound off in the beginning, we ain't losing, we back to winning. Hometown love been repping from the start. Nothing but niners, red and gold in my heart. And we.
What's going on, faithfuls? The Nothing But Niners crew is back, and today we have a very special guest with us. Before we get to our special guest, my man Nick, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good, Mike. I'm good as always, man. Waiting for training camp to get started, man. Super excited for the faithfuls this year and the Niners, man. Looks like it's going to be an up and coming season, and new regime looks like things are going to be kicking in good. So, but man, enough about me, man. Look who we're joined by, man.
That's right, man. Ladies and gentlemen, none other than our starting right tackle, Trent Brown. Trent, how you doing, buddy? What's going on, man?
Not much. Thank y'all for having me.
No, thank you for joining us, man. I can't tell you how much we really appreciate it. You are the man. So we're going to start with a little trip down memory lane. Nick is going to kick this off. We're going to take you all the way back to college, the draft prospect, stuff like that. So Nick, go ahead and break it down for us, and we're going to go ahead and jump into it. We're going to move forward in time.
All right. So Trent, we saw, you went to Florida for college, but you were also recruited by several NCAA Division I schools, like including Arizona, Arkansas, Florida State, Georgia, Kansas, LSU, Oklahoma, Ole Miss, Mississippi State, and Texas A&M.
What name a few?
Damn.
Yeah, to name a few of those. I mean, that's big praise. You started off in Georgia, right?
Yeah, Georgia Military College.
Yeah, and then you made the transition over to Florida, and you actually played more on like special teams, field goal units, and stuff like that for your first year until whatchamacallit got hurt, correct?
Well, that's how they portrayed it to the media. But after he got his butt whooped that week in Missouri, I was about to be the starter anyway. And so I guess when he got injured in the scooter accident, that just gave him a cop out and a better headline to say to the media.
Right. So of all those recruitment colleges that you had recruiting you, what made you choose Florida?
It was Coach Davis, honestly. And they were about the only school out of the 5 that I visited that didn't badmouth any other school. When my parents took every visit with me except Arizona, and they were listening to me. And my dad's a police officer, so he deals with people all the time and lies and all that type of stuff. So he knows he's educated on how to read people and all that stuff. So I really listened to them throughout the whole process. And Florida, it really came down to Florida, Georgia, Texas A&M. Florida was 3 hours away from my hometown, Albany, Georgia, where we moved when I was a young kid. And I just felt they had the better coaching staff, better opportunity at the time. I just chose Florida.
Cool. All right, so I got 2 follow-up questions on that really quick. One, do you still keep in touch with Coach Davis?
Yeah, all the time on Facebook.
That's good. That's really good, man. And the second thing was just a compliment, man. I like hearing that you were, a big thing for you was that they were the only school that didn't badmouth other schools. You know what I mean? Like that's something that's really, it speaks a lot about your character more than so much, the other schools, but it speaks a lot about your character. So that's good. So now we're going to move forward. So when you were drafted by the 49ers, their offensive line was in a huge competition. I think Anthony Davis had just left that year. He retired the first time. And you seem to follow the blueprint for success. You got drafted. You made the 75. You made the 53. You contributed when you needed in year 1. Then year 2, you became the starter. So now here we are in year 3. Penciled in as the starter. Ideally, the next thing to do is improve on what you think your biggest weaknesses are. So why don't you tell us what it is that you're looking to bolster this year? What is it about your game that you're looking to improve on the most?
Well, a lot of people were saying they weren't happy with my run blocking. I don't know how or why, but I've been working on that a lot. And our coaches, we drill it every day in practice. In OTAs we did. This new scheme is probably going to help us all out a lot. It's definitely geared towards helping and showing our strengths, I feel like. So this year I feel like we'll all excel and do better in all phases of the game.
Okay. All right, I like that. And then last season, you played and started in every single game. Now, we know how bad the injuries were last year. Not a lot of your fellow linemen can say that. How's your body feel after the long haul of an NFL season?
I feel great. I feel great. I'm not as young as those guys, you know. I'm not as old as those guys. I'm still pretty young. I'm 20. I just turned 24 in April.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big guy, so I probably can take way more of a beating than them, being that I'm younger and way bigger. So yeah, I guess that's, you can credit that to that.
All right. So before the previous season started, people were saying that you weren't a fit for Chip Kelly's system, right? And then I saw you going through a whole bunch of different training, things like that. But did you hear the whispers and the rumblings about that, about not being a fit? And if so, what kind of effect did you let that have on you?
Well, you know, it's always going to be naysayers.
Mm-hmm.
It's always going to be people in the stands talking, and they don't have a clue what they're talking about. So I always just let all of that, all the criticisms and whatever have you, just be come out in a positive way for me, as one of my motivators. I never take it as being bashed or anything like that. I just,
Good.
you know, take everything with a grain of salt, and you just got to show them different.
Absolutely, man. And I love it. I love watching you work out every year, man. And speaking of that, so going into Chip system, you went through a major transformation between OTAs and training camp. And I remember Jennifer Lee Chan did this big, beautiful piece on it and how your family was helping you out with all of that and the training that you doing some pushing and pulling on the truck and stuff like that, some old school workouts and stuff, man. It seems like you're doing that again this year, taking your body, you know, transforming your body to another level. I want to know what you're doing this year. Are you doing anything else like that? You've been watching old Rocky clips and getting some more tips from him or something like that? What's your workout regime like? And who's helping you with your family, if anybody, this year? Like, what's going on with you?
I went back with the same thing. You know, duplicate success. As my brother Neelan always says, you got to duplicate success. So I did it last year, and it worked out for me. So I felt like it was only right that I came back to it and did it again with my mom and dad.
Yeah. I see those boxing videos out there, man. Looking quick with those feet and quick with those hands, man. That's pretty awesome. How you enjoying that?
That's something I've always done a little bit of since I came out in college. When I was down there with Pete Bomarito, I always do like my first part of the off season down there with him. Just because of his lifting program is amazing, and the conditioning is as well. But the boxing is that's just a whole different type of conditioning and mental training. Being able to, and like, you can't stop, you know, because especially if you're on camera, you don't want to look weak, you know. So I just as offensive lineman, being able to move with idle hands and feet and doing it at the same time is I feel like that's definitely something that we all should do, and I think a lot of us do it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I know it's a big workout. Like you said, it's a good body workout, pretty much from head to toe. Keeps you in shape a lot. Are you there with a family now? I saw you. Is your brother? You said Neelan?
Yeah, he's right here.
Tell him you said what's going on. You know.
He said what's up.
Thank you for keeping him motivated. How you doing, man? I like that. All right. So 3 years, 3 new coaches. Tell us, man, what's it like in the locker room now? How does it compare to the previous years? And does it feel any different to you? You know, if so, how?
Well, it definitely it feels good. The whole atmosphere around there has changed. I feel like everybody kind of feels like we have like a concrete, you know, solution, and some longevity in this new regime that we have, and everybody's loving it, and you can just feel it as soon as you walk in the doors, as soon as you pull into the parking lot. It just feels different.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, they're talking
Hearing
about
that. Go ahead, Nick. Sorry.
Yeah, they're talking about bringing that culture back, and I truly believe that that's what they're working on. And Jed York in the front office, along with John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan, definitely bringing that culture back. And it kind of comes off to me as John Lynch is bringing back that Eddie DeBartolo feeling where you can speak with him and everybody's family type of atmosphere again. Yeah. So that's definitely good for all of us.
They definitely had some good hires. John Lynch and Coach Shanahan just have that swagger, and then they hired the coaching staff to match that same swagger, and that trickles down into the team. And so it's gonna be a fun year, I feel like.
Absolutely. Hell yeah. So we got a fan question here because we're live right now, and they said, aside from the traffic and the cost, what's the biggest change with moving to the Bay Area so far?
Everything's so spread out. It ain't really nothing to do, But
wow,
outside of work, ain't really nothing to do. Like I would love for it to be like a Top Golf out there or something, But
yeah,
I mean, it is what it is. A lot of the guys hang out with each other all the time, so just make up for it in other ways.
Yeah, Top Golf is pretty cool, man. We got one of those here in Tampa. I love it. Love it.
Mm-hmm. All right, we're almost done. I got a few more questions for you. Then we're going to get to like our little rapid fire area. But your first impressions of Coach Shanahan?
Man, if like everybody in the team meetings is just in awe. Like he's like amazing. Like he knows the ins and outs of football. You know what I'm saying? He knows why this is happening and why this happened because of that. And it's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy to be a part.
That's awesome, man. And what about Coach Benton? For people who don't know, Coach Benton is the offensive line coach. What's it like working with him? And every coach likes to do things a little bit different. What little method or anything? What is he tweaking that's making it his own?
Well, Coach Benton is a cool guy, laid back. You know what I'm saying? He was a former offensive lineman himself. So he knows what it's like to be in the O-line room from both sides. And from OTAs, I noticed a difference because we usually, it's you would think that it's only so many drills you can do as an offensive lineman, but we've done some drills that I've never seen before, and I felt like that was pretty cool.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Sweet. All right, so Mike, I guess that's it. We can get into these little quick jabs here, huh?
Yeah.
All right, so I'll start it off, but we talked about boxing and the training that you're doing. So are you a boxing fan?
Kind of. It depends on who's fighting.
All right, so
if it's a big fight, maybe.
So what about the McGregor-Money Mayweather fight? Who you got?
I'm going with Money Mayweather.
Money Mayweather. All right. So, all right, now we'll get into a little bit of fun questions. So, are you a cereal guy for like breakfast? And if so, what's your favorite cereal?
Well, when I used to eat cereal, I was definitely, like a Cinnamon Toast Crunch guy, Apple Jacks, Fruit Loops, Pops, maybe, the Captain Crunch.
Okay.
Not really a picky guy. There's so much cereal to choose from.
Yeah, there is. You can't go wrong with those that you mentioned either. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is the bomb. So, all right. So, what's your favorite all-time movie?
Favorite all-time movie? The Wood.
Okay.
The Wood. Yeah.
Nice. All right. And then, if you could be any superhero, who would it be?
Any superhero?
Any superhero.
My dad.
Okay, I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect.
And you said your father's an officer, right? You said he's an officer out there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, my dad was he works with he used to anyway. He just recently retired. Works with the canine units out there in the Atlanta area, like College Park area in Georgia. So
And our fathers probably know each other.
Yeah. I have to rap with you once we start recording. Once we stop recording, I'll see if they know each other. That'd be pretty cool, man.
Yeah. My uncle is actually the sheriff in Newton County out here, just east of Atlanta, out here in Covington.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they definitely know each other.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. All right, so tell us a little bit about your pregame rituals. Like, do you listen to any certain type of music? Is there a certain type of thing you do for pregame?
I'm an even keel guy, so I'm not really a big rap fan. I listen to it maybe when I'm with friends or out in the club or whatever. But I listen to R&B and gospel all the time.
That's good.
Like
That's
old
good.
school blues music and stuff, like Sir Charles Jones, Marvin Seas, TK Soul, that type of stuff.
Oh, in the back. Wow. Okay.
Johnny Taylor.
Sweet. So, who's the most comical guy in the locker room, you'd say?
The most comical?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't really, had a chance to, what I'm saying, like just feeling it all out. I think everybody was still kind of feeling each other out. But from my first 2 years, it was definitely Quentin Patton and Tony Gerard Eddie. But I'm gonna go with Don Jones right now.
Don Jones. Okay. Sweet. Yeah, I was gonna say it could be of any of your years in San Francisco. I should have clarified that a little bit more.
Yeah.
Is there any Netflix shows you're watching now, or anything that you recommend?
Well, I scrolled through Netflix last week one day, and I wasn't happy with what I saw, so I got off of there pretty quick. I'm really a on-demand guy right about now.
Okay.
I watched. I was watching Orange is the New Black, but I watched it in like 2 days. So.
You binge watched, huh?
Yeah.
What's your?
Wait, let me make a recommendation really quick. If you like Orange is the New Black, there's another one called Wentworth.
I've heard about it. I can't get into it though.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
I'm gonna give it another try.
All right.
All right. So, let's see. Do you cook? And if so, what's that go-to meal that you make?
I'm a chef. You guys, all my homeboys. I get down in the kitchen. As a country boy, you got to know how to do something. I know how to use my hands outside in the kitchen. Because my mom always preached to me and my brother. I'm a way better cook than my brother, but she would always preach us that that moms aren't really raising their daughters to be like they were back in the day. So
right.
that you need to know how to fend for yourself. So I love cooking actually, and my go-to meal, I can throw down on the grill. I can do whatever, honestly.
Okay, I like it. All right,
Barbecue at Trent's house.
Yeah. All right. So just one last thing, and then we'll go into a little game we play here. First thing that comes to mind, but we all have that one hobby. What's your favorite hobby to do outside the gridiron?
Chill with family.
My man.
I love it.
That's that southern mentality, man. Family first, man. That's all we got, right?
And my lady.
And your lady.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's sweet. Mm-hmm. All right. So we play this little game. It's called First Thing That Comes to Mind. So I'll mention something, and you just tell us what the first thing that comes to your mind is. All right. All right. So first thing that comes to mind, Kyle Shanahan.
Smart as hell.
Okay. First thing that comes to mind, Joe Staley.
Athletic.
First thing that comes to mind, 49ers.
Winners.
Training camp.
Mentally tough.
Okay. Coach Benton.
Cool kid on the block.
All right.
Joshua Garnett.
Huh?
Joshua Garnett.
Oh man, Josh is a comedian. That's my dog. Josh had me rolling all the time.
Okay, cool.
I got two more here. Trent Brown.
A beast.
And last but not least, Super Bowl.
Got to get there.
I like it.
Sweet.
I like that.
And if you had to have one thing to let the faithfuls know about you, Trent, what would it be?
Y'all just keep sticking with us. The real faithful out there, we really appreciate y'all. And even those who may fare away sometimes, we appreciate you guys too. But we're gonna try our best to get this thing back on track, like you're used to, and just stick with us. It's gonna turn around. Yeah,
man. I love it. I love it.
Trent,
man, thank you so much for joining us, man. I can't tell you how much we appreciated you taking the time out. I still want to know if our fathers know each other, so I'm gonna get at you through DM again. All right, man. But again, thank you so much for joining us, man. And if there's anything else that you want to do, are you part of any charities or anything right now? I know you guys are getting ready and ramping up for training camp, but is there anything that you want to put out there for people to follow up on for you or anything?
Well, last year I did my first little charity thing around Christmas time. It's called 77 Ways to Give. And just be on the lookout for that. I'm
77 Ways to Give.
I'm always looking for a way to give back to the community. So yeah, just be on the lookout for that.
Beautiful. All right, Trent, man. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Trent, appreciate it, buddy.
Thank you.
Best of luck to you this year, man. We're looking forward to it. We'll talk to you, brother.
All right, y'all be blessed.
You as well. Above all else.